everyone, welcome to Thoughts of Treasures. It's Connie. How is everybody doing tonight? Welcome into my craft room. I'm so glad you could join me this evening. What we're going to be working on tonight is a new wood frame. We have our scallop, and this is going to hold our little 4.5, let me see if I had some here. We have done several of the inserts to these. These are for the 4.25 squares. We've done dogs, cats, coffee, Valentine's Day. There's a lot of them that will fit into this. However, tonight, so this is the scallop edge. There's two types. There's a scallop with a scallop, and the other night I did the one with the circle, the 6-inch circle one, and then this is our square back with the scallop inlay. So the other one that I did with the circle was also the straight around and then the scallop on the inlay. This, however, is both ways. I'm going to actually do this one tonight I wanted to show you both of them. I didn't have the circle cut out the other day, so I'm going to work with this one and show you just paint it up differently. And we are, for the insert that we're going to do tonight, I'm just going to use one of these little square 4x4s, and I have two different designs. I was thinking about doing both of them, but I'm not sure. But I think I'm going to do this top one. It says, "Hello Spring, since today is the first official full day of spring, I thought we would do this tonight." This is our Hello Spring. I also had this choice down here, but I'm going to see which one looks good on the square before we go anywhere. But first off, if you guys are new to anything, I do sell these kits, and when you get anything that's 1/4 inch from me, it will have a masking on it, and just like on the back, you'll see this just simply comes off. You will have to remove that before painting. It just get something sharp, your fingernail, anything you want. I don't have nails, so we just pull them off with this little weeding tool. And it just simply comes right off. No craziness to it. Sometimes it will break like this, but sometimes there's more intricate things that do have to have a little bit more patience and a lot more weeding. This, however, is very, very easy to do. And like I said, I do sell these. If you are interested, you are more than welcome to message me or comment in their frame, and I can get that information to you. Now on here, I'm just going to show you real quick. See, this is just a placement, but it's called a score line, and that score line, you'll see, does cause this to be 2 different layers. So you'll have to pull this off in 2 different layers, or 3 or 4, which however comes up. Just when you're using something sharp like that, just be careful you're not scratching the wood. Don't dig into it. So and you will find if you forget to take this off, what's going to happen is when you use the paint and start painting on it and it dries, it's just going to lift right off. You're going to go, oh man, now I got to paint it again. So that took the outside layer off. So basically what it does is it's giving it a little cut mark. So you're just going to have to take both of these layers off. And I'm going to take this off and you kind of don't dig into it, just kind of like pick up the layers. If you are new to me, I want to welcome you in. Just to let you know, I do crafting on real time. This is what you get. If there's something, like during this is a video, but it is a recorded video, but it is not edited. So simply just fast forward through this. You are, no hard feelings. You're not going to miss anything. And then just periodically stop it. Alright, so there we have, and again, you're going to get all this black stuff. That is just the soot from the side. You can take a simple baby wipe and just run it across to get some of it off if you feel like you're getting it all over everything, because I'm getting it all over the table. Again, that is just because of the laser. These are laser cut. So when you talk laser, you talk F-I-R-E. And there's just nothing about it you can do. If I would simply here do this to every kit that I sold, I wouldn't have any time in the day. So I wrap them up so it won't get everything, but I suggest, you know, if you wanted to do this, see, you can see it all over the table here. It just comes with. And done. Alright, I am going to do this frame. Well, we're going to do the front white. Look, I did, if you guys have been following me, I did get some white today. It's brand new, finally. It is the Apple Barrel Matte White. Yay! Like I said, if you've been following me, you know that, well, I didn't have any white. Then I ordered some and it was glossy. I don't like the glossy. Use this so I don't get paint all over me. And there's another reason why I do not edit anything, because I want you to see the real thing. If this comes flying out at me, I want you to see it. I'm not hiding anything. If there's a fail, I want you to see it. Alright. And I can put the lid back on before I do spill it. Alright, we're going to put some white over here. Since I'm Mod Podging onto this piece, I do want to make sure that I cover this in a good, nice, solid white, thick coating, you know, to have it so that my image pops on this. So I'm just going to get a brush. Ooh, that's seen better days. That's okay. It will work. So, of course, with white, you know it's going to take several coats. We're going to get that done. I do use the iron method when I Mod Podge, especially for something like this. It's going to be quicker and easier. But while this is drying, I'm going to work on the frame too. I think I'm going to do the frame in a gray color. I like doing things neutral unless if I'm going to use this as an interchangeable, which I am, I like to use neutral colors. Gray, black, white. If I'm going to keep this for something that is going to be permanent, then, you know, whatever. Let's do green, let's do purple, you know, whatever you want to do. But it's so much harder when you're going to do this for interchangeable, that you don't want to use something purple and then you're going to use it for Christmas. It's just, sometimes it might be a little bit more difficult. All right, let's work on this first. Let's just get this done first. So again, this is our scallop frame. It fits all of our 4 1/4 inch squares that are kits. I might have some back here. I don't know if I have them over here or not. You have some. Sorry about that. So these are our little 4-inch squares, or 4 1/4 inch is what they are. So just like some of the ones that we have. And these are kits. There's spring one. You are my sunshine. And they will fit right in there. Just like that. So that's why I said, if you're going to change these out with different ones, you want the frame to kind of be neutral so that they all look good. But they will pop in. Now again, you want to keep this part at the bottom, as I was putting it, because that's going to be your encase. I've never had a problem getting these out because I just pick them off like this. But technically, this little hole right here, so you can put your finger in and pop them out. I mean, however you want to do it is fine. I'll show you them at the end too, what they're going to look like in there. Just to give you an example. Alright, let's get another coat on this. And like I said, this reason I'm doing the white on here is because I want my image, my rice paper, to pop. You can do a lot of different things with this. You can do a Cricut design on this. You can do our actual wood kit inserts. And I do sell the blanks too, just like this, that they'll fit directly in there. If you are interested in the frame, but you don't want the other kits to go in there, they're all sold separately. But you can get just these blanks and they'll fit perfectly in there. And you could Mod Podge on them, you could decoupage, whatever you want to call it. You could decoupage on them. You can do little Cricut signs on there. You can just get wood cutouts from Dollar Tree or Hobby Lobby and put them on there. There's just so many different things that you could possibly do. And the same thing, like I said, I did the round the other day. If you didn't get to see that, you can put B in the comments, and I could send you the link to the other video that I did with the round. I'm going to put one more coat on there, I think, because it's still very, very light. But I hope you guys all had an amazing very first full day of spring. I need a little bit more. Let me know in the comments what the weather was like by you. Love to know. Let me know your location, like your state or country, where you're watching from. And like I said, if you are new, I hope you will follow my page for more crafting fun. I do go live every night. Actually, let me correct that. I do go live every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 8:30. And then on Sundays, I do a live sale. So we're live at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So come join, we love new friends here. I think I'm gonna do one more coat on it. It's just not, this wood is soaking it up. Actually, that's not too bad. That'll probably work. Alright, so there we got our little frame, little Mod Podge frame. We're going to do that, but I am going to get this frame painted first. I'm going to do the same kind of sort of concept that I did with the round. And like I said, I know I'm referring back to that, but I'm going to give both of this and the back, I'm going to do all in gray. Then I'm going to go back in over the top of here and do some white dry brushing, let's call it. Let's call it that because, I'm going to do the back first. This is kind of a, again, here's my Waverly in this gray. But we're going to make it work. I do really like this color. This is Elephant by Waverly. I just have issues with the Waverly going bad. I'm telling you, I don't know what it is. And I know I'm not the only one. I just wish I could use it faster than possible. And people have been talking about getting the smaller bottles. My Walmart, well, I say my Walmarts, they're not mine. But our Walmarts around here don't carry the little bottles. And that's the only place I can find Waverly. I know they, Folkard, is it Folkard? Hobby Lobby carries the, is it the Folkard? I think it's the Folkard. But they only carry the bigger bottles too. So, you know, you just got to do what you got to do. I know you can put some distilled water in this. You always want to use distilled water. but use distilled water. You can, you know, make it thinner, but we're just gonna stick our brush in there and get some paint out. And I'm going to dry this. Let's give this a quick dry. So if you are new, just to let you know a little bit about myself, I do a lot with laser, wood kit, and wood things. I do a lot with the Cricut. I do some rice paper, Mod Podging, decoupaging. I always call it Mod Podging. Why? Because we use Mod Podge. I don't know. I'm not the queen of decoupaging. I do the basics. I know some people really go all elaborate with the things they can do. I don't know. You'll see. I like the iron-on method to it. It's simple that way. I really did not like Mod Podging, or I call it that, decoupaging, because of when you put it on, it just got wrinkles. I didn't like the wrinkles. So I always thought I was doing it wrong. I didn't like it. Just stayed away. But then when that came across the iron-on method, the first method I ever did was the saran wrap. And that is similar to the iron-on method. You still use your iron, but you use saran wrap instead of using Mod Podge. But then, have you ever worked with saran wrap or plastic wrap, whichever brand, whatever you want to call it, that's a pain in the butt. You need 15 people to hold that thing. So instead, when I saw how to do the iron-on method years ago, I was like, oh, well, I love you. This was like a dream come true. So yeah, so a lot of people do that. And I know like cardstock and things like that, it's thicker, it's easier to work with, but I still, for that, I use the iron-on. And I'll show you, if you are new and you're not sure what I'm talking about, we're going to do it. And you'll see exactly how it goes, because I tell you, you are going to absolutely not use any other method. Now, if it's a small piece, like what I'm doing tonight, and I'm using rice paper, I mean, you really don't need to use the iron to do it. However, if you're like me, I always tend to put too much Mod Podge down. Mod Podge, whatever it is. I feel like I'm saying it wrong. The glue down, then you always get the rips and the tears, and so it's just easier this way. And I'm going to do the same thing. I am going to do the front the same color, but we're going to put white on it so that the scallop sticks out. When I was doing the, let me get that off. When I was doing the circle the other day, I kind of did it both black. And after I did it, I was like, you know what, I don't like it. It doesn't look like it pops. You can't really tell where the scallop is. So that's when I went back and I put some white on it. And I really, really like that much better. So I think that's what I'm doing here with this one. Again, who knows, I could change my mind in about 2 seconds. But crafting's all about having fun, experimenting, not experimenting. There's no rules to crafting. There's never a right way or a wrong way to do something. You may not agree with what I do, but it's more for the inspiration. Or I may teach you something. That's happened once in a while. Alright, I'm done with the gray. Let's close this up. gonna get this both dried. Get the pin above the table. Whenever I dry the Waverly, the chalk paint onto the silicone mat, it's so much harder to get up. So I started getting a little bit up before I had to scrape it off. Side dry. Now I'm going to be using the super glue, wood glue. This I get at the Dollar Tree. Now, from what I'm being told, the Dollar Tree is going to be going up in price. And I lied, I have a spot here. So, I don't know if it's going to be $1.25 anymore. Who knows? I'll go back over here just a little bit with this over on the scallop. I kind of got a little dark. But I really prefer this wood glue. It's got a nice hold. I've never had any issues with it. And it also gives you that freedom to move it around a little bit. It dries clear, so you don't have to worry about getting all the little glue, like you put too much glue on, it squeezes out. Alright, now I'm going to go in real quick, and I'm going to go over this, because I did it last time on the frame, and I didn't like that too much. It was a little harder. So I'm just going to use, and don't judge, this is the only big chippy brush, the only chippy brush I have, but I'm just going to use like a corner of it, and I'm just going to go in with some white. And just go around it, just so that it sticks out a little bit from the frame. And I'll show you a second. So it's going to look more like that. Yeah, I like that. All right, let me dry that real quick. And then we're going to glue this together and let this dry. So now the little marks on here from the scoring is what it's called, is where we're going to line this up. This has got paper on the back. Hold please, let me get this off. I just saw this had masking on the back of it. And you will see it gets on the back too. I do not mask the back, but when you put it on the front, I need to flip it over onto the back. So that's why you may see sometimes on the back of these, they do have it. And again, you don't need a whole lot. But you do need some. It's not coming out. Some, but not a whole lot. Some would be better, way better than none. There seems to be a cloggage. Let's try it now. It looks like I'm putting a lot on, but I really am not. I promise you. And then we're going to glue this on. Make sure I've got the score marks covered up. And we're just going to let that dry while we work on our other item. So there's our little frame. It's going to sit, I'm going to put it down to dry, but it's going to sit right in our easel like that. Isn't that pretty? That's just so pretty. I love the scallop. I think the scallop is just a neat little design. All right, let's put that in there. Now we're going to go back to our, I don't need this anymore. Let me get this glue off so it does not do that again. Wipe this off because I'm going to now with the let me wipe my hands off so they're not wet. I think I'm going to go with our little cow. I just thought he was so cute. Yeah, I think I'm going to give him a... Alright, so I'm just going to, since this is going to be fully on here, I'm just going to cut this out. Just cut it in half so I can save my other picture for later, because that would look really pretty on there too. And who knows, maybe next week I'll do the other one. But we're going to stick him on here just like so, and then I'll just sand away those pieces. So let me get this. This is my Mod Podge. This is just regular Mod Podge. I like to keep them in these little bottles. I've had people tell me to use it. Well, I have used those FIFO bottles. Yeah, I can't use them. I don't know what it is, but this stuff doesn't come out for me. I was actually gifted them, and yeah. See, this is another reason why I like the iron-on method, because they say, you know, a little bit of glue, and I put 2 tons on here, thinking it's not even enough, but then I have way too much, and it's okay. When you have too much, it's fine. It'll work out. Because you're going to completely dry this, and then reactivate the Mod Podge with the iron. Making sure I get all the corners spread out. You know, get it even, a little bit of evenness to it. And then I just take a little baby wipe and just wipe off. This is again from the Dollar Tree. Just a little silicone scraper. I don't know. Maybe it applies something. Came from the beauty section. And I do like to wipe this off, make sure there's nothing on their side. I don't know why I capped the glue shut. And then we're just going to dry this completely. You want it 100% completely dried. If you don't have a heater, walk away, let it dry, come back in an hour or half hour. I don't know, it doesn't take that long, especially on wood. A little tacky. parchment paper. Move a little piece of parchment paper out. This is going to be used for the barrier between my rice paper image and the iron. You want to protect it. So I'm just going to place this on here. Put it where, let me get the tile straight. My dog's under here scratching. Shit, nay. I want it right there. So I'm just going to, it's curling, so I'm going to try to get it so it doesn't curl. Take my little iron. The cord always gets in the way. And we're just going to completely iron over this. So what the heat, after you know you dried it, if you don't want to dry it, you can put your image right on here. It doesn't. I mean, that's just part of decoupaging too. But I just like how nice and smooth it gets, how perfect it is. Just get all the corners. I probably ironed way too long, but it's okay. I want to make sure it's on there. Let me unplug this. Otherwise, I will forget to do it later. Keep that for later. Tell you every time I caught it that time, which was dumb. That could have been bad. All right, so now we got our little image on here. And I'm just going to sand off this. When you sand, do not go up and down, just go straight down. This is rice paper, so this is very easy to use. Cardstock is a little bit harder. Napkins come off very simple. This wood is a little hot, just to let you know. Just going to go in and just get the little, again, going in one direction only. That's a band, by the way. Are they still around? Get off the little pieces. And there we have our little insert. And that's all I'm going to do with it. I'm not going to do anything more with it. You could grunge this up. You can do so much. You could put some stickles on here, some glitter. You could do a lot of different things. I, however, am keeping it just plain and simple to show you how you can use these frames and other things. You do not have to. I mean, that's just adorable. And then if you're done with it, now personally, I'm going to go paint the back of this black because to me it's finished that way. So I'm going to do that real quick. I should have done it to begin with, but that's okay. I forgot. Get the paint out. Big chunk of stuff coming out of that. So I'm just going to do this real quick. I'm not even going to put it on the dirty table because, well, I don't want to get stuff on my picture. Now again, you can go back over this with Mod Podge and seal it. I don't ever do that. I mean, I guess it depends on where you're going to put it. But honestly, I don't seal any of my things. let me know in the comments if you do. When you decoupage, do you do a top coat or not? I would love to know. And why? Do you do it because you were told to, or you do it because you feel that it gives it a better finish? I personally think it starts to make it all look bubbly again. I don't like that. I don't like it. Let's give this a quick dry. And I'm trying, the reason I'm holding it, because I have like these that sit on the table. I don't want to get my picture. And again, that's probably a good reason to seal it. I know. There's a piece I missed in the corner. Probably a good reason, but I don't think I'd ever have it in an area where there would be a lot of dirt like this. Careful, that can be a little. Alright, I can put this back up here. Now I can show you. See, stuff getting on it already. Pieces from the rice paper. But look, isn't that just adorable? Simple little craft in this frame you could have over and over and over. You just simply pop this out. See, I guess this is where the hole comes in handy. I mean, you can honestly shake it out. And the hole is good to have because there's really nothing to grab onto, but you can just flip it out. It's not like it's super tight in there, so if this falls on the floor, it's gonna fall out. But the hole is there just for that purpose. But isn't that cute? It's adorable. So now let me show you the other pieces real quick. Just a couple. That's what it would look like. Adorable, right? I mean, you could do it. These kits can be done any color. Let me just show you another one. And see, this is where I'm not saying it doesn't look good, but this is where you want to keep something neutral and based on what you would do your kit design in. Because that one just doesn't pop to me as much. Pop. And the same thing like this is done on gray. It's not going to pop as much. I, however, absolutely love that. I think that looks amazing in there. And it's a great first full day of spring project. So I hope you all enjoyed this craft. I don't know, I keep saying all the time. Stop it! But I hope you all enjoyed this. Maybe it inspired you to want to do something like this for your house. But I do all appreciate you being here with me, checking my video out, checking my page out, all that good stuff. And I want to say thank you so much, and I will see you guys next time. Until then, remember, thoughts become things, things become treasures. You all have a great evening, and I will talk with you soon. Bye, guys.